Good morning, guys. It is pretty chilly around here this morning, and it was chilly enough that last night it actually snowed. As we were going to bed, it was snowing. Woke up this morning, no snow. Very disappointed. However, I have decided that I'm going to do something yummy for breakfast. I just kind of had it in my head last night. I want to do it this morning. Not doing it all the way that I wanted to do last night, but because there's no snow. But I'm doing some of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some banana and walnut pancakes for breakfast. And instead of using eggs and milk, I'm going to be using some plant-based yogurt, vanilla flavoured yogurt. Ta-da! This stuff. Yeah, it's really simple. So let's get going, because otherwise the cat's gonna eat my ankles. You know she is. Okay, so all I have is a few walnut pieces. I never buy half walnuts because there's no point and it costs too much. I've got one last banana, some plain flour and some baking powder. If you've got self-raising flour, use that if that's what you want to do. I tend to save ours for Tanny because he prefers to use that himself. So I just leave that up to him. So yeah, and he doesn't normally eat breakfast either, but these will be good for munching throughout the day. So we'll just see how we go. Might actually even, oh shit. Okay, 1 cup. Oh, come on. 2 cups. God damn it. Seriously. Like, seriously. Okay. I got this. These jars are huge, by the way. They just can't get my cup measure in the top, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, but I guess it is what it is. Then we want a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to put a little bit more in there because it's old. I haven't been using a lot of it, so I'm going to chuck in our wally nuts. I'm going to chuck them all in. I've actually got another packet of these, so that can be washed and refilled. You can cover in flour. Ugh. Come on. Open up. Open up. Right. Okay. Chuck big chunks in because it's easier to mash through. In chunks than in a whole. Okay. And then actually still not hugely overly ripe, which is kind of nice. Alright, then we're going to chuck in our pot of yogurt. There we go. Done diddly done. Right. And now we need our whiskey whisk. Don't want anything too complicated this time of the morning, I'm not going to lie. It's only just 7 o'clock. Actually really nippy. Quite cold. Ooh. That's quite chunky, isn't it? Okay. I'm not sure. Hang on a sec. Let's take that lid out of there for a sec. Have I got any more? No. I don't. What do I have? And none on the bench over there either. But what I do have, some apple juice. So I'm going to use the apple juice and chuck that in there as well. Just to loosen it up a bit because that's quite thick. It'd probably make really interesting muffins. Not gonna lie, probably would make really good muffins. Right. loaf. We really need to get another pair of scissors for in this kitchen. Oh, fuck. Right, okay. Pour a little bit in there. I don't think it's going to need much more than about half a cup, which is about that. And give it a good beating. Okay, there we go. Now we still don't have any butter in the house, so we're gonna have to get, I've got some coconut oil, that'll work, eh? I'll do that. Okay, woohoo, all right. Okay, so we're gonna get our coconut oil down. This stuff's the cheap stuff. It's just coconut oil. Only costs about £1.50 a jar. Not really, really expensive. Okay. Get off my spoon. Get off me spoon. I'm going to bring you closer over to the pan, I think, so you guys can see what's going on from here on in. Ooh, that is so yummy. I just had some on my finger. Yum. My finger tastes like coconut. Alright, so let's turn that down to a medium. We don't want it too hot, because if we have it too hot, then our pancakes are going to cook on one side and not the other. These are more like the hot cakes, more like hot cakes than pancakes, which is fine. We like chunky things. Chunky things is good. Right, now I don't put sugar in these because I want to taste them as they are, and if I wanted sweetness afterwards, I've got maple syrup, I've got honey, I've got anything like that that I can add to the top. So I don't see the point really. Right, it's getting warm. Warm. So we're going to get some scoopfuls of this. Start plooping them on. Ploopy ploopies. Okay. Now I'm not going to cut this video because I want you guys to see how quick it actually is to do these. You just have to remember that your stove is probably better than our stove as well. So it probably take you less time. Plus everything's a bit cold. So yeah, I am not going to cut this video at this point because I want you to see that it only takes like 10 minutes, 15 tops, to cook enough for breakfast. Okay, yeah, sure, if you've got a house full of kids, it's going to take you about half an hour. But honestly, while I'm making my coffee, I can do this blindfold, you know. It doesn't take a lot of thought, and you've got it. You can do this. And it's pretty bloody cheap at the end of the day as well. It's a good way of using up old bananas. If you've got random nuts in the cupboard, just use them. You don't have to use walnuts. I just happen to have an inch of walnuts at the bottom of the jar, so I figured use them, you know, and just grab what you've got, like I did with the apple juice. You know, I don't have any oat milk left, don't have any soy milk left, don't have anything like that, so grab some apple juice, chuck them in. It's going to add a little bit of sweetness to it as well, and another little like fruity flavour, which is cool. You can do these with berries as well. If you've got berries, chuck the berries in. I don't have any berries at the moment, but that's okay. That's okay. I've got bananas. We used the bananas. Right. So what I will do is I'm going to cut it right here just for 2 seconds so I can bring the camera down a bit so you guys can see it closer, and that's it. See? Same pancakes. Same pancakes. You've been gone for about 5 seconds. Well, I just brought the tripod down a bit. If you can have a look here, and around here, you can start to see the little bubbles forming. That will tell you that it's starting to cook. Now it's when these get up to the middle that we can start flipping them. Aha. Okay, I'm going to get my plate and pop it up there for a minute. Ooh. Fun. Not a great plate. On that. Okay. There's a plate. Alright. Okay. Now we're starting to get bubbly bits on there. Just want to check underneath. I don't want them going too dark. No, they're fine. Because we've got them on a medium heat, we're all good. As the pan starts to heat up, it'll take less time to cook these. You could add like a spoonful of peanut butter if you wanted to into these as well. Something like that. A spoon of jam. If you've got jam, use whatever you've got. You know? Use whatever you got and you've got something yummy. Yeah, at the end of it. And that's the important part, is you've got something filling that's actually tasty, that you're really enjoying, and that's the important bit of all of this. Right, so we're starting to get lots of bubbles in the middle. I'm going to flip these now, more because I'm nervous about the bottom. See, quite brown. I don't want them to go so completely brown that they're black. Alright, now unlike burgers, you can squish these and get them finished cooking. And once that bit looks cooked, then it can go on there. And to look cooked, it doesn't look wet. It looks like cooked batter. Oh, look at how floofy they are. Look how floofy that is. I mean, like, seriously. Oh, yes. Right, 1, 2. Yeah, no, it's cooked. It's done. All right, 3. That's all I actually need for my breakfast. I will cook the rest later on, but honestly, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go and eat these now because yum. And yeah, I need to get off my legs, like now. So I will talk to you guys later on. Just don't be scared of trying new things. Hey, try new things. Use what you've got in the house. It's not that scary. It really isn't that scary. I promise you. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and leave a comment. I love your comments. I will talk to you. I promise. I'm not going to bite you. I've got my breakfast. See you guys later.